Hello everybody, Raven here,
Along with Iris.
bringing you something a little different than what we are used to doing on our channel. It's kind of I don't know how you describe these games, a 2D scrolling game, story scrolling game,
Interesting.
whatever, um, of Cold Realize. I have watched the anime and it was pretty, I liked it, and this falls into Iris's one of her favorite genres of the reverse harem category.
Darn straight.
But let's get into it.
Just gonna stick with the normals.
Who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Loved by no one, needed by no one. If my existence holds no meaning, then why am I here?
カルディア、愛しい私の娘よ。
I can hear my father's voice.
すでに歴史は動き出した。
He has a gentle, peaceful voice.
お前が目覚めた時、
When you awaken, humanity will have to take its first steps down a blessed path that on leads to the truth. You will lead the people from God's cradle to the expansive world of knowledge. Cardia, all begins with you. I love you so much, my dear daughter.
His hand touches my hair. His hands, big, strong hands. His touch is so comforting.
私はお前を愛するがゆえ
I love you, I must keep love from you.
お前は
You will be alone forever.
お前は
You must never know love.
孤独に生きなくては
You
ならない。
must live in isolation.
愛を知れば知るほ
The
ど
more you learn of love, the more you will be made to suffer
なぜならお前は
because you
怪物なのだから。
are a monster.
Dick.
6 years later, 1853.
London Bridge is falling down,
So annoyingly normal.
falling down.
There's no sign that anyone will appear.
London Bridge is falling down,
You're making me wait
my fair lady.
at this rate.
London Bridge is うるせえんだよさっきから。
The man takes the binoculars from his okay, to glare at the man slumped.
Beside him.
That's because I did not know that.
なんだよ、人が気持ちよく作業してたのにさ、鼻歌くらいいいじゃんか。
He's doing more than just humming
あ
to
の
himself.
な、もっと緊張感持てよ。これから正規のお宝盗み出そうってんだぜ。俺の緊張感はいつかも持ちません。
These men had been lying here in hiding on this bare plane for 5 days already.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to fix this.
はあ、ロンドンが懐
Yeah,
かしい。
quicker.
うまい酒、うまい料理、美しい女たち。
The woman.
仕方ねえだろ。俺だってこんなに待つと思わなかったんだよ。
もうさ、横からかっさらうとかじゃなくて、自分たちで見つけちゃった方が早いんじゃないの？そっちの方が危なくないじゃん。
Oh, my Lanta.
それができるならとっくにやってる。
Okay.
この地方ってだけしか情報がねえんだ。あとは連中の後を追っかけるしかねえだろ。
その連中がいつまで経ってもやってこないわけだけど。
They're sure taking their sweet time.
そのうちやってくるんだよ。いいか、泥棒ってのはな、
入念な準備と機を待つ忍耐だろう。この5日で何回聞いたことか。もうセリフ覚えちゃったよ。
While sitting, he takes a small device from his pocket and holds it up. He looks at it doubtfully.
この間みてえに爆発しねえだろうな。
何言ってんの？するわけないじゃん。俺ってば世界一の天才技師よ。
お前の保証ほどは当てになんねえもんは。いや、待て。
A group of soldiers appears in the binocular's feed.
連中、やってきやがった。
ね、マジで？
The first man nods and continues to study the situation. 4 military automobiles, 1 escort transport, about 20 soldiers in total. In just their luck, one of the vehicles is carrying hunting dogs. A man who appears to be the commander is in the lead automobile, and from the way he looks around, he won't be an easy target. It's a huge unit. It could be trouble.
黄昏じゃない。報告と違うな。あの格好、王室の近衛兵たちか。
Huh.
なんでこんなところに。
何予想と違うの？作戦変更した方がいいんじゃない？
いや、かえって都合がいい。作戦通りだ。集合場所で待ってろよ。
ねえ、マジ？入念な準備、機を見る忍耐はどこに行ったんだよ。
その言葉には続きがある。そして時には大胆に。そうでなくては泥棒は務まらない。
He tosses the binoculars aside and prepares to leave.
わかったよ。ちゃんと生きて戻ってくれよ。お前にはまだまだ手を借りたいんだからさ。
誰に向かって物言ってやがる。この俺様がちょっとやそっとで死ぬもんかよ。
With that, the man runs out into the darkness. It has taken forever to piece together the clues leading to this moment. He will reach his target. The moon is hidden behind some clouds. That's not good. The darkness makes it easy to run, but hard to track.
レオンハルト隊長殿、屋敷の包囲完了しました。
ご苦労。屋敷から逃げるものがあれば必ず捕らえよ。
はっ、了解であり。
The captain returns the soldier's parting salute, then turns to the abandoned-looking building that stands before him. Through a meticulous search, he finally located this mansion hidden in the forest. The initial reports so far have been correct.
ここに怪物がいるというわけか。
He is not eager to complete this mission. A search and capture operation such as this does not normally fall under his purview. Rempart Leonhard, knight and captain of the Royal Guard, furrows his brow. The men under his command are the Royal Guard, protectors of Queen Alexandra Victoria, supreme ruler of Britain. Their current mission is to protect Queen Victoria as she travels to Wales for an inspection tour. However, he received a message through his Aether communication device. The communique came from Phineas, a British military's technical advisor who holds authority in governmental research projects. Capture the monster that hides within the mansion in Wales. It may already be dead. If so, quickly dispose of the body. However, if there is a chance that it still lives, it must be captured at all costs. Shortly after this message was sent, a device was delivered that could supposedly detect the monster, along with instructions. This mission is probably of little importance to Phineas. If it had been, Phineas would have sent one of his pawns from the Special Task Force Twilight to carry it out instead. There is just so little information. What is this monster?
その肌に触れたものは溶けて消える。電報にはそう記されていたが、これはそのままの意味なのだろうか。
Perhaps it is some sort of figure of speech. Lionheart asked for clarification multiple times, but Phineas never responded.
いや、悩んでも仕方あるまい。
隊長殿、突入準備整いました。
Leonhard brings his thoughts back to the present and focuses on the task at hand.
しかし、隊長殿、相手は一人なのでしょう。
Yes,
これほどの
yes, you do.
警戒をする必要がある。
我が物、何者かはわからないが、相手は怪物とのことだ。女王陛下の健たる我々には不名誉な失敗など許されん。万難を排してことにあたり、万一の失敗も事前に防ぐ。これがナイトの進むべき道だ。
はっ、失礼いたしました。
When he sees that his troops are prepared, Lionheart gives a small nod.
全員第1級警戒態勢。第1班を先頭に第2班、第3班突入。
The doors are quickly kicked down, and soldiers and dogs rush into the dimly lit interior of the mansion.
異常なし。こちらも異常なし。
Lionheart follows his men inside. The soldiers quickly spread out and soon have taken over the mansion. So far, no monster has been found. How long has this building stood empty? The walls are rotting in humidity and shafts of moonlight are filled with the dust. The dogs, as if sensing an unseen danger, have not stopped growling the entire time. As Leonhard steps forward, the small device meant to detect the target emits a sharp sound. Oh, that is a horrible noise. The captain gathers a few of his soldiers and follows the device, which squeals as he stands in front of a particular door.
ここか。
He switches the device off and slips it into his pocket, then motions to the gun-wielding troops who take positions nearby. He prepares himself to face the monster that awaits them on the other side of the door, gives the signal to break the door down. Oh, then gives the signal. The soldiers smash through and rush inside. A skylight lets some light in, but the moon has ducked behind another cloud. However, he can sense tension in the room. A strange atmosphere fills the air. The room is packed with dolls. In the dim light, the sheer number of them is unsettling rather than cute. The shadow of a person can be seen sitting in a chair in the center of the room. The shadow doesn't move, even when the soldiers surround it, guns drawn. Either the person is very brave, or as the message suggested,
死んでいるのか。
one of the soldiers approaches the chair. The shadow slowly raises its head. At that moment, the clouds part, letting light into the room. Long, glossy hair. Melancholy eyes, slowly opening. Her flawless skin, symmetrical face, more than resemble a doll's. Her clothing is strange, seeming more like decoration than fashion. Everything about her seems oddly mystical. The girl blinks once, slowly. Her blank eyes take in her surroundings. At this simple action, Leonhard hears himself and the others gasp involuntarily. This beautiful girl, lit from above by the soft moonlight, like an ethereal creature, she must be.
怪物だというのか。
I hear voices. The voices of many people. None of them are my father. Why do they wake me? I wanted to stay in my slumber forever. I wanted to stay with my dreams forever.
これが怪物なのか。
Monster? Yes, I am a monster.
隊長殿、捕獲すべき怪物とはこの少女のことなのですか。
おう、にわかには信じがたいが、どうやらそのようだ。
どんな化け物が出てくるかと思えば、こんな娘とはな。バカ、警戒を怠るな。おい、どうしたんだ。落ち着け、落ち着けって。
I know that sound. A dog's growl. I've heard it before. Dogs were chasing me. They were growling and barking, trying to bite me, trying to eat me, to kill me. They were so much faster than me. The dogs. A large dog barks loudly and leaps on me. Stop. I protest weakly, in a scratchy voice, but the dog has me pinned in my chair. Its teeth tear through my clothing and pierce the skin of my shoulder. I can feel my blood flow from the wound. In the next moment, the dog yelps and jumps back.
おい
As he speaks, something happens. The dog's mouth begins to melt. Like mud, it begins to drip and fall away. The dog's head and neck begin to crumble, and the oozing mass of flesh fizzles. The dog drops to the ground. It writhes in agony for a short time, then stops moving.
何なんだよこれは
It's clearly not God's name. Why? Because it touched my skin. Because a tiny drop of my blood, just looking at the misshapen corpse makes me feel awful. It died because of me. The men around me tear their gaze free from the mess and back away, still surrounding me.
警戒しろ。相手はやはり怪物だ。
動くな一歩でも動けば撃ち殺すぞ
Fear and confusion, doubt and anxiety. It's just as before. It's very scary, but somewhat familiar.
距離を取って囲め。触れてしまえばそれだけで殺される。うろたえるな。レディーに銃を向けてはならない。
One of the soldiers cries out.
しかし隊長殿、相手は怪物です。そんな悠長なことを。無論理解はしているとも、我が輩も共に見ていたのだから、確かに驚くべきことだ。だが落ち着くんだ。見てみろ。彼女は敵対するつもりはないようだぞ。
I remain seated in my chair, but I look up to meet the speaker's eyes.
猟犬に関しても一瞬だが彼女は静止しようとした。先の出来事は意図的に起こされたものではない。それは
The leader approaches me and gently kneels down, putting his face at my level.
怪物のお嬢さん。まずは突然の来訪や非礼を詫びよう。そして願わくば何も聞かず我々に同行してほしい。
His gentle but firm tone leaves no room for argument. After a brief pause, I nod. I stand without another word and leave my room behind. I have no reason to resist. How many years have I been staying here? The people are so tense. I see fear in their eyes. They see me as something foreign. I wonder if these people will kill me. If that is why they have come here, so be it. I had reservations, but I'm not scared. That poor dog. It shouldn't have been that way. The dog should have killed me. Horseless carriages cut their way through the quiet of the night to meet us. They tie my hands and load me into one. I stare up through the window at the sky. I have no interest in where they're taking me or what will happen to me there. If I'm going to be killed, I feel oddly relieved to think this. But I have only one regret. Just one. I wish I had. It all happened so suddenly. A crash and a flash cut through the night. The car ahead of us flips over and rolls over on the road. The carriage we are in screeches to a halt before we hit the overturned car ahead. car behind us tries to swerve, but tips over, crashing into us from behind. The stricken vehicles block us in.
なんだ盗賊の砲撃が何かかわからんいきなり目の前の地面が爆発したぞ
Everyone riding with us draws their guns and exits the car.
何者だ我らを栄えある英国兵と知っての修行か
もちろんよーく知ってるさ
A voice rings out in the night.
どこだどこから聞こえるおいあれを見ろ
I turn to see where the soldier is pointing. There is someone standing there. I see a figure silhouetted by the moon. A thin body, wrapped in formal attire, with a top hat perched on his head. A walking stick in his hand, he looks as if he is about to attend a masquerade ball. But why? Strangely, nothing about this scene strikes me as out of place.
諸君お役目ご苦労
His cloak flutters in the wind as he stares down at us.
誇り高き英国王室の近衛兵がこんな田舎町で人さらいとは女王陛下もさぞ鼻が高いことだろうな
我々を侮辱するか貴様何者だ
俺の名はアルセーヌ・ルパン何驚くには値しねえどこにでもいるただの麗しき泥棒紳士さ
Gotcha. Lupin, as the man standing above us shouts his name, I feel the carving in my heart.
泥棒だとこそ泥が何の用だいや待て聞いたことがあるぞ確かパリを拠点に活動する怪盗とか
Who were pirates?
よく知ってるじゃねえかその通りいいかお前ら光栄に思えよこの泥棒紳士の華麗なる芸術をその目で直接拝めるんだからな
The man calling himself Lupin looks at me. I feel his piercing gaze through his mask.
二代のお嬢様私の声が聞こえますか
I stare up at him silently.
何を隠そうこの泥棒めの今夜の獲物はお嬢様あなたなのです
Oh,
私はあなたを奪いにやってきたのです
how sweet. Take me away?
どうか安心してお待ちくださいそのぶしつけな犬どもの手から見事あなたを救い出してご覧に入れましょう
なんという物言いだ泥棒風情が流行る英国の侵攻を邪魔するなど不届き千万全員総力をもってあの男を捕獲せよは
全員銃撃用意
そう急い銃撃を何銃撃用意待て
撃てうわ
The shadow dances jerkily as the soldiers open fire. Many of them must be dead. The shadow collapses to the ground. I'm holding my breath.
我が者我が輩は捕らえろと言ったのだ殺してどうする
しかし相手の言うことが本当ならパリ中の警察を総動員しても捕まえられないルパンですよ全力でかからなければ本当に怪物を連れ去られかねません
That man, Lupin, did he die? Did he really die just now?
やりやがったなこれが死んじまうじゃねえかくそ
Right. He sits up, howling with laughter.
なんだ、なぜ奴は笑っている。そもそもあの銃撃を受けてなぜまだ生きている。
隊長殿、ルパンの体が。
Before the soldier could say more, Lupin's body erupts into a bright light, blinding you with its glare.
Well,
At the same time, a series of explosions rocks the ground. The carriages around us are in disarray.
なんだ何が起きてるんだ。また砲撃が。まさか仲間が隠れていたのか。
落ち着け。これはおそらくもともと道に仕掛けてあったのだ。奴は一人だ。術中にはまるな。
Right. The captain's clear voice and reason have no effect on him. The smoke from the explosions does not clear, but continues to thicken around us. Soon, it is diffused.
どこだ。奴はどこに行った。
The soldiers shout in confusion. Suddenly, a shadow appears before me. I almost cry out, but the man raises a finger to his lips.
ビビらせたか。安心しろ。俺は幽霊なんかじゃねえよ。何？ちょっとした仕掛け付きの風船だ。
He grins and holds out his hand.
さてお嬢さん、どうぞ。共に夜の逃避行と参りましょう。
No, don't touch me, please. You'll die from poison.
ああ、知ってるよ。素肌に触れればだろ。平気だよ。お前の手袋は毒を防ぐためのもんだろ。
Yes, but I... He suddenly pulls me by the arm.
俺を信じろ。
He pulls me to him with a propelling strength that his slender frame allowed. For a moment, I fear he will melt, and I stare at him in terror.
ほら、
But
なんともねえだろ。
yes. He looks back at me with an excited smile, a smile that seems totally unfitting for the current situation.
おいおい、そう硬くなるな。せっかくの美人が台無しじゃないか。ゆっくりいい。力抜いて、俺に全部任せろ。何も怖がることはないんだ。このアルセーヌルパン、欲しい獲物は必ず手に入れる。失敗の鍵。
As he talks, he pulls me straight beside him and looks about us happily.
さあね、最後のダメ押しといこうかね。
I'm not checking for those places. The what? I have no idea what he's talking about.
何をしている。あのコソ泥は南に逃げたぞ。おいおい。
Decent.
ってな。
Amazingly, Lupin's voice sounded exactly like that of Captain Leonard.
は、隊長殿。南だ。全員南へ走れ。
何をバカな。騙されるな。こいつがルパンだ。
The real captain shouts out through the smoke.
何を言っている。貴様こそルパンだろう。見ろ、私が本物だぞ。騙されてはいかん。
隊長殿が二人。何がどうなってるんだ。この視界じゃ判断がつかない。とにかく怪物の周囲を固めるんだ。
By the time the soldiers begin to gather around us, Lupin had picked me up and run out. I look back at the smoke, still rising behind us as we rush through the moonlit crowds. The only thing I feel now is Lupin's arms holding me. don't know how far we ran. Before I knew it, we were on a track in the forest.
よし、ここまで来れば大丈夫だろう。なんだ？気になるか？大丈夫だよ。偽の痕跡をあらかじめ用意したからな。よし、今回も無事に回収完了。やっぱ俺は天才だよな。
Lupin stretches and looks up at the night sky. I follow his gaze. How long has it been since I stared at the stars? Not just through the window in my room, but in the fresh air. The wind brushes against my cheek. Even though I've seen this so many times to be bored with it, now it feels beautiful. Lupin appears to be shaking as he focuses on the sky. What's the matter? Lupin?
いや、傑作だったな。連中の顔見たかよ。王室の近衛兵が聞いて呆れるぜ。隊長である私を見抜けないとは、それでもお前たちは近衛兵かって見事にハマってよ。どうした？なんか辛そうだな。まさか逃げるときにどっか痛めたか？どこだ？どこが痛む？隠す必要はないから言ってみろ。
I shake my head. It's not pain, it's sadness. I was ready for death, but here I am. I can't touch anyone. I'm a monster who hurts anyone around me. My life serves no use to anyone.
なんだ、怪我はねえのか。それならいいけどよ。教えてくれ。何が悲しい？
Who are you?
おっと、こりゃ失礼。そういや、改めての自己紹介はまだだったな。
Lupin bows as if on stage.
改めて名乗らせてもらいましょう。私の名はアルセーヌ・ルパン。お嬢さん、訳あってあなたのハートを盗みに来ました。
My heart?
そう、言葉通りにハートさ。だが、ただで盗むってわけじゃねえぜ。美しいご令嬢を悲しませるのは趣味じゃない。お前からハートを盗む代わりに、一つだけお前の願いを叶えてやるよ。
A wish.
ええ、そうですとも。お嬢さん、このしがない泥棒が必ずや真実の言葉を持ってあなたの願いを叶えてみる。
A wish. My heart responds to his words. I've realized what I most desire. A wish tucked deep within my heart that I forbade myself to ever think of. It bubbles up into my mind. I have never touched another person. Not once in my entire life. I resigned myself to a life like that and came to terms with it long ago. As my father said, I would be alone. Forever. But I want to touch you. I want to feel you. Your warmth. The words tumble out before I can stop them.
触れる。
A touch.
お
I
前
see.
は
He stares at me, seemingly deep in thought. Is it impossible?
いや、
Lupin smiles confidently. He kneels down, takes my hand, and smiles.
承知しました。美しいお嬢さん。このアルセーヌ・ルパンの名にかけて、その願い、必ずや。
moon shines brightly up above. Oh, how beautiful it is. How have I never seen it this way before?
No copyright. Chapter 1. London Steam.
That was just the beginning?
Apparently.
I had a dream. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago.
This is just gonna keep going.
When I awoke, Father was gone.
Wow. This has been longer than I wanted, but comment down below if this is something interesting for you guys and girls. If you want us to keep going, and
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let us know what you think about the reverse harem idea. Because Raven thinks I'm the only one out there who thinks this is an interesting thing, clearly. You just want multiple women. Jackass.
I don't care if it's one guy and multiple girls or a girl, because I like the anime of this. Caught my interest because it was
This is like steampunk, right?
steampunk, turn of the century London.
And who doesn't love that? Alright, guys. We'll see you in the next time.
Later.